You are live. How is it going
Woohoo!
out there? WCRV Adventures is out there. Hi, guys. Jim Bertrand is out there.
Hi, Jim.
Yes. Oh, we've had it has been a week of boondocking motorcycle crashes. It's been an exciting week. So we're going to get to all of that. It's just, it's family, right? Yeah. Yeah. Everybody
Yep,
is
yep.
okay. So we'll put that out there. So some people are a little beat up, but they're doing all right. They're doing all right. So mm. so we got to boondock for a long period of time with our residential fridge, and uh, we're gonna update you on that and how it went. And um, I, I don't want to say too much. Oh,
Connected in. I'm finally joining everybody.
oh, Karen is joining in so that she can see the comments because unfortunately the comments don't really scroll on my side. So we're left. We're both exhausted. Are you exhausted?
Yes.
It is, you know,
Uh,
going.
well, you spend a lot of time catching up, talking late into the night, and so you don't get as much sleep as you normally do.
Yeah. Karen has actually been up later than me. Normally I'm the night owl, and Karen has been up later than me almost every
Every
day.
night.
So
Ah,
but she's had a good time.
we laughed so hard we were crying.
Yeah, and those are good times. But in our background, we have Horse Ridge, and this is kind of a famous ridge outside of Central Oregon, outside of Bend, Oregon, and I don't know. Everybody knows where Horse Ridge is, so we literally were driving out of there today, trying to find some place to park, someplace someplace to get where we had signal.
Signal.
Yeah. So, and our we may have broken our 70-mile rule today.
Just roaming around in
Just
the back roads, finding
yeah,
a place.
trying to find someplace pretty that we could have for a backdrop, and
There are some amazing
oh
spots along the Crooked River,
yeah,
but there's no signal because you're number one out of ways and you're down in this canyon. So
yeah, and unfortunately, it was down in a canyon. All along that area, there were probably at least 5 campgrounds that we were like, oh, we want to stop there. And no, there was no signal. There wasn't a chance of signal. So no, we weren't going to be able to pull it off. But uh,
Jim wants to know. He says more Keurig, Dave.
it is. Cheers, cheers, honey.
Ah,
Uh, the Keurig right
cheers,
now,
everybody.
that is uh, that is an extravagance right now because we're pushing the limits. We're pushing the envelope of our solar, and then where we went camping was up in the forest, in the deep dark woods, in the trees. There was not a lot of solar to be happening, and I was a little worried that we were going to be running the generator the entire time that we were up there. And we did not, but I did have to do mostly without my Keurig until
You should have seen him.
I
The
was,
generator would kick in because we needed to charge up the batteries, and he'd go, "Generator's on, Keurig time," and go running into the coach. Literally.
literally, I admit it. I admit it. Uh,
Ah,
I
so
love the
funny.
comments. We didn't get to read the comments on that video until we got back, and we were howling at the comments.
It was pretty funny.
That was great. So, but
Ah,
nobody has given me. I had hopes. We had a couple of people out there said, "Oh, we've got Keurig scattered all over the place." Well, you have to add all those numbers up.
to give us your final
Yeah,
count.
so that because I'm still trying to
He
feel.
sounds like a competitor. He really
Still
does.
trying to feel better about
Was
all
it
my
Greg?
coffee.
I think it was Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Scott and Laura are here, and Eddie. Eddie is hello from Williston, Florida.
Oh, the
Tom
warm
Dealey,
spot.
the real Dealeys are here.
Yes. Hi, guys.
Jim Bertrand. Hi, my name is Dave.
I
I'm a coffeeaholic.
admit it. I admit it. All right. I would drink way too much coffee. The
Oh,
problem is when I stop drinking coffee, then I start getting the shakes and headaches, and so then I have to
uh-huh.
drink more coffee, and it's kind of a
You'll fix
uphill
it, right?
battle. I'm working on it. I've got a 12-step program going, and the first one is, you can drink coffee normally, but
Tom Dealey says they bought a Keurig today.
how many of you got per account on yours?
Keep track of that.
Right?
Let us know.
I'm gonna take these glasses off because I
Oh,
can't see here. But
James Waller. Hi, guys, and happy Father's Day, Dave.
happy Father's Day. I have not. This is how busy we were trying to get out of there today and find some place to set up a live. I have not talked to my kids. So if my kids are out there, I love you guys and happy Father's Day. I
We'll get there.
will get there. My phone has been dead and it's charging right now, but it is nowhere near being able
Yeah,
to.
no, not just yet.
Yeah. So, but James Lawler, James is a son of one of my best friends, and he's like my own kid. So thanks, buddy. I hope you're doing well out there. Tell your dad we're at his flying field. That's where we stopped today. So we're literally it's right over there. So
Yep, out at Horse Ridge.
yeah,
Jim Bertrand says, Dave, there's a help group for that coffee addiction you
I
got.
need it. I need it. Email me. Email me. All right. I admit, when I saw those numbers, I really seriously thought, okay, I got a problem. I got a problem. I'm working on it.
Ah,
I'm just slowly. All right. We have to wean ourselves off of our addiction. So
Tom Dealey says their Keurig is still in the box.
so
And then he says, using up our supply of beans. So they're using the beans before they get the Keurig out?
yeah, probably that sounds like a perfect excuse to
Well,
use up
Dave
the
knows what
beans.
to do in that
I-
situation.
Absolutely.
Buy
I can set you
more.
up. I am a professional. All right. Email. We'll talk. I'll get you set up.
Imagine Travels. Marcy got me some Keurig Jim Beam bourbon coffee for Father's Day. Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Now
Wow. That's a nice gift.
I know. Nice job. Uh, I still
Ah,
mix my own. I haven't found the right one that's already pre-mixed. So
all in one.
if I could get
Baby
little K
steps.
cups that kick out an Irish coffee, that's what I'm talking about. All right.
Millionaire's coffee on
Yeah.
the hook. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Jim Bertrand said, Happy Father's Day,
Happy
Dave.
Father's Day to all you dads
Okay.
out there.
Now, this is what's cool.
Hmm.
We did a live on Mother's Day, and
Hmm.
now we're doing a live on Father's
Yeah.
Day.
How did
How
that work?
cool is that?
That worked out pretty good. Absolutely.
Ah,
Oh,
kind of nice.
yes. So when you guys go to visit your family, is it like insane? It's like insane. It's like crazy. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
you know, a lot of fun, but you come out the other side of it and you go, "Oh my gosh, I'm glad that's only once a year." You know? Oh,
Well, he gets dragged into it. I'm kind of used to it,
oh,
but he gets dragged
there's
into
no
it.
dragging. I went running right on in myself, so
Woo woo,
didn't
have a good
really,
time.
yeah, didn't really have to drag me into it. Oh, but mm,
So Eddie says, after seeing how many, he's talking about the coffee count, I'm so glad mine doesn't have a counter.
I know,
Are
right?
you one of those too?
I I was hating Keurig by the end of that video. Is like I want a coffee
Ah,
maker that does not keep count, and I really got self-conscious over that. So I'm hoping that somebody out there will comment eventually and let me know.
and
So
be like just like you.
if you have coffee relatives in your family, please tell them to watch the video and comment. And I'm hoping for some sort of redemption that somebody drinks more coffee than me.
Is that possible?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think
Oh,
Scott said something about being a diet cokeaholic.
oh yeah,
WS Griffey. I
yeah.
used to be a diet cokeaholic. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that drink a lot of that stuff.
Mhm, mhm. Actually had to stop putting sugar and creamer in my coffee
That's
because
a lot of sugar.
I was drinking. I didn't realize it though until I had to buy sugar on my own, and I always had somebody that was buying the sugar, whether it was work or a wife or somebody was always providing sugar. I never had to think about it. And then one day I had to buy my own sugar, and I got this little dinky thing of sugar thinking, oh, I just need some sugar for my coffee. Yeah, that lasted like 2 days. And I thought, okay,
That's a lot of
I
sugar.
am using way too much sugar. So yeah, I cut the sugar
Oh,
immediately out of my coffee uh, quote quotient
your
quotient.
quotient.
So uh,
James says they're taking Dad to Red Robin for
oh, that
dinner.
is awesome. Well, you guys, cheers. I'm glad that you guys are going out there and having fun. So
Susie Q. Hi, Susie Q. She says you could have a worse problem than coffee.
I don't know what that is. What
Drugs. I don't
I
know. What else
suppose,
do you get addicted
yeah. Well,
to?
there could be worse. There
There's a
could
lot
be
of
worse.
there's pain medication. A
I
lot of
I
people are
am too
addicted to a
cheap.
lot
All
of other
right,
things.
I would probably love drugs, but I'm
Are
too
you sure you
cheap.
want to say that on a live?
But I'm
It
too
costs
cheap to
money.
buy them. And
Wow.
all the dealers, they'll only give me one hit, hoping that I'll come back, and
More.
I won't. So coffee is the only one I can afford. And
Tom Daly says that's their fourth Keurig that they've owned. So
oh
dang.
yeah,
I
yeah,
see. I see how it goes.
yeah, and I think we're on our fourth too. So I'm not even talking about the ones that we've had before.
Lori wants to know. She says, talking about the used Keurig, I hope you took it all apart and cleaned all the chambers.
If,
He used a sanitizer type
yeah,
spray and wiped
we
it completely down
we
and
do
cleaned
the
it up, but he did not like open things up and
no,
clean.
we didn't go
No, but
that
he did.
far. But the hope is to find a Keurig that was lightly used, because so the reason that we had to do use, I put it out in the video. We only have so many coffee makers that will work with this modified sign, and we have put 4 or 5 Keurigs on our electrical system, trying them and seeing if they will work with the modified sign. They will not. It just looks at you, and at a certain
Susie,
point
are you kidding?
you get
What?
tired. Yeah, you
What?
right. And then
What?
at a certain point you get tired of staring at it and figure, okay, this isn't going to work. So
Not working.
I need coffee now, damn it. So
Ooh.
so that was the purpose and the reason behind having to buy a used one, is because not all will work with this modified sign. And even when we bought this one, the only reason we got it, it was close in model number.
Yeah.
We had a K300 which worked, and K500. You think, okay, it's just the upgraded model
Yeah,
of what
it's
we
like
had.
a 2.0, but it's just a newer model of the
Yeah,
same thing.
yeah. And
And
I
it does work.
for
Yay!
a couple years now though, I have been googling, and irv2.com, they actually started a thread, and they were going to catalog which Keurigs work with modified sign.
That would be good information.
It would, except if you follow the thread, that's the problem with some of these threads. They just go off in all different directions, and there isn't hardly a coffee maker listed on there. So unfortunately, we just had to keep trying, and we have finally had success. I have coffee when Miss Karen doesn't see that I plug it in
Oh,
when we're boondocking.
oh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because
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 I'm
now
not
we
in the coach right now at the moment.
because we have a residential fridge now that
Ah,
is taking up the priority. Is taking the priority for the power
for the power right
only
now.
because somebody needs her ice.
That's right. That's the priority.
Uh-huh.
That's the real priority.
uh,
Yeah, you.
Now they do have some refrigerators with a Keurig in the door.
We heard about that.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
not,
All right.
yeah.
That's like on my Christmas wish list.
Not.
Then we have to run the refrigerator, honey. She ain't
Oh,
buying it.
yeah, no,
No,
no.
no. But
Marcy Webb says they have a family reunion. They had it last May. 4 days, 40 some people, and slight chaos.
isn't it
Only
slight?
slight?
Slight? No, they are wonderful. It was a fantastic time hanging out with those guys. The funny thing is though, when you go and meet up and hang and go camping with non full timers, you forget when we were not full timing. When we did get out to camp, it's like party on. The party starts when we get there and it ends when we leave. And for each day, it goes on.
Yeah.
And we're not used to that anymore.
No, we have to restrict.
Yes,
We could do it every day,
I was
but
getting
no.
to about 11 o'clock going, okay, guys, I think I'm done. I'm heading over. And they're saying, we got pong going on. We got what is it, the ping pong ball thing?
The beer pong.
Beer pong. We got beer pong going over there. There were
was beer
people
pong last
puking
night.
in the background, guys. This, that is
Some lightweights.
that's
No, I wasn't playing beer pong. I saw them in the distance. I don't know how much they drank. Not my thing.
I
Sorry.
guess I can't say all the things that she did because
What?
no, we were good. We were actually good. Although
just hung out around the fire.
you still hung out longer than me, but that's it. You go out with family, and they are just going, 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 and then crash. Wake up in the morning, and it starts all over again. And we live this life every day. We can't do that anymore.
I know.
Oh.
Marty says that happens when you get old.
Oh.
Thumbs up, Marty.
Oh. Yep. And I did feel old.
Imagine travels. Remember those mornings of where's my camper, dude?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, neither one of us did wake up in the morning face down in somewhere other than the coach. So we're doing good. But I will just say there were some
that didn't do so well.
We're not so sure about.
No. I'm trying to catch up with the comments here.
Oh.
Oh my. Jim Bertrand, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Sunday. Love your live stream.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So let's just put it out there. I put it in the description if you
Jim
didn't
also
read it.
wants to know, Karen, is your drug Dave? Not that she's cheap.
Oh I don't even know. Where's the block button? Where? Who was that? You're gone. All right.
I like that comment. That's cool.
You would. That's not even right. That's not even right. See,
Oh,
I was going to get all serious now about we had a member of the family that got hurt. Oh, and you're reading more. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep
Oh
up.
no,
We're
I don't.
getting behind here.
Please, we are enjoying your entertainment.
I'm not gonna find it again. James Lawler says best sound bite for today. I'd probably love drugs.
I probably would, but I'm too cheap.
Oh my gosh.
Uh, oh.
All right. Oh. Lori says it's so gross inside of coffee makers. It's amazing. Thanks, Lori.
Thanks, Lori. Appreciate that. I'll let you know how I do. Yeah. No, at some point I will
Oh,
pour some vinegar through and run it through and
yeah,
do all
yeah.
that stuff.
All that good stuff.
If I can stop for 5 minutes and actually do that, maybe when we're plugged in.
Jim Bertrand says ice tops coffee.
I keep being told that. So
And he says, Dave, iced coffee?
I
He
I
does
am
drink
I
iced
do
coffee.
do that. It has not been warm enough to justify iced coffee,
Another
and I'm
1,000%.
all prepared for that.
Dennis West says, I have coffee beans for sale. LOL. Can your Dodge handle pallets of coffee bean bags?
If it that would work, all right. You're not telling
That
anything
might
Karen doesn't
be
know.
enough.
That might be
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, no, I just need to stop drinking as much coffee as I do. I'm switching over to red wine. Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm alcoholic.
Jim Bertrand says, Hey Dave, I'm part of your support group.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh
mm.
my gosh.
So we did have a member of family who ended up getting life flighted out. And in all
Yeah,
seriousness, he's doing okay.
he's fine.
Yep. He Karen's brother, Ken,
He's a bit banged up.
he's
Yeah.
got a little banged up on a motorcycle, not one of ours. We didn't have ours up there. Um, yeah, I think he was just feeling his oats
Having
before
yeah,
before we
having a
got
good
up there.
time.
Yep. Jumped on one of the family's motorcycles. There were side by sides. There were motorcycles. It was kind of cool. But I guess he just took a really bad fall and ended up he did a little bit of he banged himself up pretty good.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
came back out and rejoined the gathering, and yeah, no,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all right.
It was unfortunate, but um, being family as they may, it provided a lot of entertainment the rest of the few days that he wasn't there because
Gee, shouldn't have done that.
shouldn't have done that. So,
No,
but no,
it's all
Kenny's
good.
doing good, and I'm glad that yeah,
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
yeah, no, nothing serious. He did have to have. He stayed a couple nights in the hospital and did get back up there, and he'll be a couple months before he's
Feeling
a
totally
hundred
back to
percent. Yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Laurie says we did the vinegar thing about 4 times and it still did not get all the yuckies out.
How do you know? How do you know that? Did you pull it apart and like look inside of it? I mean,
Oh, when it comes out, apparently it was bringing stuff out with it.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
Gross.
I know that's so far I haven't noticed thing. I'm good. So keep.
Rod B's here. He says, Hi there. It's been a few weeks since he's been able to join
Glad
us.
that you're here.
We've got back on the road and we're now up with family mooch docking for a month. Glad to see you guys. Welcome back.
Welcome
Glad
back.
to see
So
ya.
glad that you're here. Uh,
Marcy said she's glad that he was able to get back with us all. Yeah,
Yeah, we
it was
were
good
too.
to.
It was
Yeah,
good seeing him,
yeah,
and his daughters were up there. They were quite worried about him. I mean, we
yeah.
all joked, we all kid, but you don't want to see that happen to a family member, um, once we knew he was okay, then the jokes started. So,
Lori says yes, we took it apart, cleaned every little.
I'm good, but I don't think I could take one apart. I'd be afraid that I wouldn't be able to get it back together again.
And Lori's on her separate, and Tom and Lori, which would be Tom, said yes, she pulled it apart like a Costco chicken.
I like it.
All right then.
Oh, no. But no, good seeing family. That's part of hanging out here in Central Oregon. There's part of it is like you need to spend time with your family, and yet there's a lot of work that I need to do because there's things that I didn't want to try to work on the coach um, out on the road. And here I feel like I know where everything is. I have kind of a support system of friends and family if I need any help. Hence why we did the refrigerator swap and all that stuff here. But there's still a lot more to do. So there's part of coming back to Central Oregon that is fantastic because I get to see the grandbabies, I get to see my kids. The other side of it is there's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work to be
Yeah, there's a lot of work to
done.
be done. So full
Yeah,
timing there's a lot of maintenance that has to happen with that, and
yeah. And we're kind of, we've been on the road for a while, so I'm kind of doing the inside where it's like, okay, now that we've been on the road for a couple years, let's
mhm,
take everything that we really don't need to have with us because we've not used it,
yeah,
put it in storage so we have more space. So
yeah, going
that's
through
my process.
going through the bays, going through the cupboards, and just pulling out the stuff that we haven't used in the last year. We're not going to use. It's time for it to come out and get out of the coach. So
WCRV Adventure says yuckies need a certain amount of time, dormancy time to build. So don't worry, you're fine.
well, it was not a used or it was not a new Keurig.
Yeah, it was
So
used, but it
that's kind
wasn't
of
really
and
used
I
that
get
much.
what Tom and Lori are saying. It's like, probably need to run
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 some
that
vinegar
run
through
some
there.
vinegar through that and go through the whole cleaning process. But I'm not pulling it apart. I'm
Marcy Webb says that's because all of the yuckies are disguised in the black coffee.
yeah, right. I have not seen one. All right. And I'm not going digging. I'm not going mining for yuckies. All right.
Jim Bertrand says if you use your Berkey water in your coffee maker, you shouldn't get too many yuckies.
We don't have a Berkey.
Most of the
Yeah.
yuckies are deposits for minerals in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We do
That's
have
true.
about 3 water filters before any water comes into the coffee maker. And if you were to add on the in sink and the refrigerator water filter, there's a couple more. So yeah, I don't know. Every time we talk about water filters, I get kind of goosey because then I'll watch a YouTube video. Somebody will do one and they'll show, even though it's been filtered like 15 times, then they'll show this and say, this is how you test it. And it's absolutely awful according to the test. And it's like, okay, I just can't watch that anymore.
Rod B says, my wife Vicky says it'd be a problem if you put all those parts back together and you had extra left over.
Right? And I would do it too. I would get
How
all
about it, Laurie? Did you have any extra when you're
yeah,
done?
how many extra parts did you have there? I would do that. I pull it apart and then I'm looking at, extra parts and I had no idea where they came from. There's extra
And don't
screws.
expect any instructions. Looking at instructions, they just don't do that sort of thing anymore.
No,
So
no.
that ain't happening. So Scott wants to know, did it only take 3 of you to put the fridge through the driver's window?
It
It
took,
did.
yeah, so we did take the doors off of the fridge, and we didn't come through the windshield. We actually came through the driver's side window by the driver's seat, and my son and I were able to lift it up. And Karen was inside. She was kind of steadying it and guiding it as we were lifting it up and bringing it through. We did put a piece of carpet down to slide that up and in. Um, it actually came into the coach a lot easier than I ever thought it would be. And
All I did was stabilize. I
yeah,
didn't lift anything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, just fine, just fine.
So Tom Dealey says we've been doing the downsizing even on the road. After
Hmm.
2 years full time, we're lighter than when we started.
Not
You
bad.
realize as you're traveling and doing your everyday thing, there's a lot of stuff you thought you might need, but
Hmm.
you really don't.
Hmm.
And then he said, "What? No Berkey?"
No Berkey. Well, honestly, I want to
Ah,
keep that in the fridge, and we haven't, up till now, we haven't had enough room to keep it in the fridge. So now we have ice and water in the door, and probably wouldn't get either one of us to. So if there's a way to hook up the Berkey before the refrigerator and kind of wind it through there, that's probably the way that it would have to happen. So
so Rod B says we love our 3-stage 2 micron filter from Clear Source.
yeah,
Clear
yeah.
Source. Yeah, Clear
I, I
Source.
I can't remember who it was that was doing filters, and it was zero water or something zero, and no matter how much you filtered it, there was still like a ton of contaminants in the water. And it wasn't until you ran it through the zero filter that
That it really did
yeah,
much.
there was, and there was a tester for it. And it was like, okay, that just creeps me out because I only have, at the time, I think I only had like one filter coming in and one at the sink. That was it. It's like, okay, we need to put more filters on
More
somewhere.
filters.
So I totally get it. I totally get it.
So
Uh,
Susie Q says if you add alcohol to your coffee, it just kills all the bacteria anyways,
that
right?
is exactly what I keep thinking. You know what? Just add
Morning,
alcohol
noon,
to it.
and night.
Right. And it'll take care of any bad stuff in there will be killed by the alcohol. So that's the reason I do it. Just
Right. Jim Bertrand says you can make a pseudo Berkey cheap.
oh,
I know you will like that, Dave. Cheap is
cheap is
good.
good. Yes. Uh,
Using knockoff Berkey filters and a couple of 12 or 16 quart pots. I did. It works great.
okay.
About $75.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not bad. Excuse me.
Scott wants to know, was it hard to remove the window?
It is not. Actually, the windows come out really easy. We had the windows out in probably about 2 minutes. So
Yeah, I was surprised how easy it was.
yeah, they go out. Now I do need to seal that up above and put some new tape on there. Have not done that yet. The window has been replaced and put back in for now, and I right now with the whole, I did go down to the RV shop and I did look for the ceiling tape that goes around the windows. They don't have any in. They're not sure when it's going to come in because of the whole COVID thing. You know what? We'll just get that window back in, and it'll have to do for now. But we'll get that sealed up and get that right. So,
Yeah, yeah,
and
long before any
it's a
serious
minimal
rain.
expense, and it was literally just, well, we used a driver drill. Just used a driver to pull out all the screws all the way around, and it just came right out. So yeah, not any big deal.
Yeah, I was kind of a little freaked out about that, tearing windows out and putting holes in the side. No.
I didn't put any
Yeah,
holes. The
no,
hole was
no.
already there.
Well, you were creating this big hole by taking the whole window assembly
Taking the
out.
window out, I suppose. Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, it's like, oh, well, yeah, it was pretty slick how they have those in there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So Rodby says, isn't downsizing a continuous process for the full-time RVers anyways?
It is.
LOL. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, we do.
True.
We about
Yeah,
once a year.
true.
Even and I
It's
say,
convenient because we're home. Anything that needs to just go in storage, because we're here, we could just throw everything we want to keep in storage.
yeah, and we try to purge what we call purging once a year, and just kind of go through and that stuff that we haven't used, and uh, whenever during the year, whenever we get something, say we get a T-shirt or we get a pair of pants or we get new shoes or something like that, that generally means something needs to go out. So that shirt, we'll typically go through and find, okay, that shirt or that pair of pants needs to go, so that comes in.
Right. And
So
that's what Tom Dealey was saying. Every new item, what's being removed. That's pretty much how it works. If
yeah,
you want to bring something new in, you got to make room, so something's got to go.
yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of a basic rule.
Yeah, we've only had a few things that kind of broke that rule because we brought it in and we didn't have anything. But I literally pots and pans, coffee cups, generally will break or enough coffee cups to where we can replace a coffee cup without thinking about it. But we did. We brought in. I don't know. We got a couple of coffee cups. We went through and got rid of a bunch of coffee cups that we don't
Oh,
use.
oh, oh,
So,
just blacked out for a second.
did we black out?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
we're
it's
back
back.
on. Okay. But
Hopefully it
we
didn't
did
close.
bring in an air fryer just because I wanted to try it out, and we're still on the fence about that one. It's working, and I'm not sure that I'm sold on air fryers, but we are using it, and we didn't have something to remove or replace that with.
Not quite. Yeah, it gets shuffled around a little. It doesn't quite have a home.
Right,
It does, but yeah, whether it makes it back to that being
right.
put back in that spot.
But I got to walk. I do Chinese food every Monday night, and I had a wok. It was awful. We got it from Costco, and normally the stuff you get from Costco is awesome. This was the worst thing ever. I don't know what they did with the non-stick surface in it. It
Just didn't feel
literally
right.
peeled off with wooden utensils. It was awful. So couldn't wait to replaced it with literally like a $7 one from Walmart.
Yeah, it
That's
was a
been
cheapie.
Yeah, which has been
It's
fantastic.
been working better.
Yeah. So boom, that was gone. Got that out, and yeah, I would have loved to have returned it because we only had it for a couple months. But it's like, okay, now we have to go
Yeah,
to Costco. We have to hold on to it. It wasn't worth it. It's like just throw it
yeah.
away, get rid of it,
Get rid
and
of that one.
yeah,
Bring in the cheapie that works better.
yeah. So and
So
we'll do.
Susie Q said, "I hope you have a security system since it only takes 2 minutes to get the window out."
Yeah. Well,
Well,
that is
luckily it takes from the inside to get the
right.
window
So if
out.
you're getting the window out, you're on the inside already.
Inside.
It's not going to do us any good, for
Yeah,
the
no.
security system. But yeah, yeah,
There's a whole lot of unscrewing on the inside of the window,
yeah.
and there's what would you call that comes out? A
The
flange or
yeah
a
yeah. There's an interior frame
frame?
that is screwed to the outside part of the window, and that's
Yeah, that holds it in, and once you remove all that and take that off, then you could pull the window out from the outside.
yeah,
So there's no way somebody could just kind of work
yeah. You
their way
couldn't
to
you
get
couldn't
in.
do it from
Yeah,
outside the window, but
thank God.
locks, all of that stuff. Though I'm a big believer at keep honest people honest. To get into any house, any coach, anything is really just a stone's throw away, literally.
No
So
matter what you do, if
no
they
matter what
really
you do,
want to get in.
yeah. So
Yeah. Jim Bertrand says, Dave, she gets shoes, you lose a shirt.
sometimes that happens. Wait
He
a minute.
is so lucky I'm not a shoeaholic.
No, she is great. She is a great shopper. So thankfully, no, I usually don't.
Ah,
Uh, she's just as cheap as I am. She just won't
pretty
admit it.
much. I was a single mom for a lot of years, and so we found every way we could to do things cheaply. So
But part of the beauty of this lifestyle is just simplicity and keeping it simple.
yeah, true.
And
He also says that damn air fryer is going to use as much power as 20 coffees.
I know. Typically, I won't run any of that stuff. If I can save it so I can have my coffee, that's what I'm doing.
Dang. What's really important?
We are adding on. We didn't have solar this week either, so we still did great. The generator, depending on it, we were surrounded by trees. The solar panels were shaded. Generally, only had maybe an amp and a half, 2 amps coming in at any one given time throughout the day, and we still did fine. The generator ran for a half hour here and there, and it did just fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, not a
but we do
problem.
have a couple of new solar panels. Oh, we just blinked again. We got a couple of new solar panels. They are sitting down at Lowe's waiting for me, and don't know why, but they sent the feet for the solar panels to my mailbox. What is up with that? I ordered them both at the same time, so I don't, I don't know, but so.
So, new subject.
Mhm.
Do you want to explain why we talked about doing pizza today?
Oh,
You want to talk about why we're not doing pizza?
we
Did
we
you guys forget?
do you know do you know how much I wanted to do pizza today? We have not been able to do pizza since we got the pellet grill up and running again, just because we've been running, we've been busy and running. So I woke up this morning thinking I need to get my pizza dough video out, and I need to make up some pizza dough and have it ready for the live so that we can make pizza. It was not happening. There was no way. So I apologize. I am so sorry, guys. We're just gonna have to shoot for next weekend, and shoot for next Sunday live, and getting our pizza on. So
Yeah, we were thinking about coming here, and we were thinking about a couple other spots along this river, Crooked River. And as we were driving along that road, checking whether there's signal or not, no signal, no signal. This road we were on, we thought it was paved all the way across. Well, all of a sudden, it's not paved.
we took the wrong road.
It was a different road than what we were thinking
Right,
about
right.
because we haven't been here in 2 years. And so we ended up, struggling to get down this paved road, which was really rough at some points. But we're like, okay, we'll just go on, we'll just keep going since we're already on it.
Right.
And it took us a lot longer to get down that darn road to the highway we were headed for.
We had to do about 15 miles at about 5 miles per hour. So
So yeah, our
you,
our 40-minute trip turned into what, 2
yeah,
hours?
2 or 3 hours,
It's like,
and
oh shoot.
so we're shooting for pizza next week. We're gonna do it. We have
Oh,
a GMG Davy Crockett pellet grill, that we're gonna do a 4 year review on that. At it 4 years now, and we'll let you know. I know personally, I have people that have bought it, and I've recommended it. I still recommend it. I love that grill. It's not perfect, and oh, we just blinked again.
I think
It,
it's your computer
you think that's what it
because
is?
I'm not seeing it over here.
Okay. But we're gonna go through that a little bit, tell you the things that have gone wrong with it and the things that are right with it, and so that way everybody can make up their mind and decide for themselves. But we're also gonna cook pizza, and that one of my favorite things to make on the pellet grill. Just absolutely fantastic. And Miss Karen won't let me make pizza any other way. She,
I had to let him while the grill was down
yeah,
but now that it's fixed, I'm so happy.
Yep, yep. So,
Imagine Travel says the one in, one out doesn't apply to tools, though, right?
oh, I have not brought a lot of tools on board. We pretty much have the tools that we
You
started
have
off
them and
with.
they're just there.
Yeah, I kind of knew my basic tool set of what I wanted to have on the coach, and I don't think I have added. I may be guilty of going to Harbor Freight or something like that.
No, I'm sure it wouldn't apply in answer to your question. No,
Yeah,
it wouldn't
no,
apply.
but I don't think we've taken too many tools on.
No, we really haven't.
No.
But Tom Dealey's got to go. Time to go cook dinner.
Yeah, so
Night,
glad
you
that you can buy.
two.
Yeah,
Glad you made it.
yeah. Oh. And I see Jim asks what happened to the pellet stove. So the pellet, we'll get into that next week. They're really, considering how hard and the amount of use that we've got out of it, it's actually done pretty good. But I'm just to give you a tidbit of information, we've lost the igniter on it, and then I melted the fan.
Well, we think the fan stopped working, and then the heat, because it wasn't being pushed, melted the fan and melted the
The temperature
temperature
probe.
probe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So one day we were cooking, I got one pizza done. I was ready to throw another pizza in, and the whole fan, it had a like a computer fan, dropped out of the bottom and landed on the ground. And I was looking at it going, that can't be good.
Yeah, I know.
So,
It just totally melted.
uh, but
So he got another one, and it got another temperature gauge, and we're back on.
it took a
We're,
few weeks though. So
yeah,
we have been pizzaless
a while.
for a while now. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Jim Bertrand. Homemade pizza tonight at our place. Great. Apology accepted. Dave.
Right. Yeah. Uh,
Susie
no.
Q says full time RVing sounds wonderful. Simplicity, and you only visit your family when you want to.
Yeah. I and actually we have seen more family that now that we've been on the
Actually, we
road.
have, yeah,
Yeah.
because we get to go to their area and hang out for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where in the country that they live. Eventually, you're going to get there and see them. So that's been probably one of the blessings of doing this, and really love that part of it because I got to see my favorite aunt, who I haven't seen in, I don't know, at least 15 years or so. And we got to see her when we got over to Cape
Yeah,
Cod.
yeah.
So, um,
Got us out to Cape Cod, which I'd never been to.
yeah,
So
and neither had I.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
So,
cool.
yeah, I got to see my brother's place. I've got family scattered around this country. So as we get close to them, we'll go and see them, and that's something that you just don't have when you're kind of living your own life in sticks and bricks,
Yeah.
and you're not going anyplace. So other than that occasional trip to grandma's house or something like that. So
Wayne and Carrie, it's Father's Day. No worries. The virtual pizza party can wait.
yeah, we're gonna get our pizza on because we are jonesing. We
For some
right?
pellet grill
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah. It's pizza is our drug of choice, and we're sadly without.
Marcy said that Kimball made pizza on the grill. It's a Weber Q for lunch today. Yummy. We thought of you.
Yes, nice job, nice job. Oh,
Ah,
now really rubbing it in because, like I said, it's been a while since we've made pizza, and we normally do pizza on a regular basis, guys. So I'm really missing it right now. But,
yeah, Marty says as far as family going to visit everybody so they can't hide from you anymore.
yeah, they can't.
Not really.
And at the same time, it's like, that family member that you didn't want to meet. Oh, don't call them. Don't let them know that we're going that way. So,
Jim Bertrand says, and family follows you to Arizona desert, or they might even reserve a boondocking spot for you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We that he brings
soon,
up an interesting point
soon.
though. What?
Oh, your brother.
What? My brother?
They're going to be headed to Arizona and meeting up with us,
I know.
and
We don't even like hanging out with them, right?
yeah, I know it sucks, right? Are they in the room? Oh,
I don't
no, I
know if
don't think
they.
they are.
Yeah. But
Just kidding.
all of our online family too, all of you guys, and going out there and seeing people, it again is one of those blessings of this lifestyle, going out and meeting so many great, fantastic people. I can't say it enough. I truly do feel blessed.
And our family just keeps getting
It,
bigger and
it
bigger.
does.
It
Yeah,
does.
it
It's
does.
nice.
So we are glad that you guys are here. And we love meeting you guys out there. We just had somebody that we met last week that literally was driving by us, and we started up a conversation. We gave them a sticker, and they gave us a little shout out today,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hopefully they made the live. But it was just fun talking and meeting so many great people.
It
It
really
really
is.
is. So
Rod B. Vicky can't do dairy, so our pizza fixings are rare.
you
And
know
it's
what?
without cheese, and they take the easy way out and buy store-made crust.
You know what? You
That's all
can
right.
you can work with it. You can work with it. We have had friends that are lactose intolerant, so you have to work around it. We have made some fantastic meals, and they worked perfectly. So
Yeah, they were
just a
great.
matter of, you know what? This is what you get to work with, and so we'll figure out a way to make it happen. And yeah, that's it. Almost presents a wonderful challenge to me whenever I hear something like that. It's like, oh, we could make this happen, you know.
Hmm.
So
Make it good, have a good meal,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, avoid those things that bother that person.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jim Bertrand says, bad week when the Keurig and the pizza stove both burn out in the same week.
It hasn't happened yet.
That's pretty close, though.
No, but it hasn't happened yet. So
The Keurig was kind of slowly dying.
I'm knocking on wood. We don't have any wood
We don't.
around here.
Plastic tables,
Wow. Yeah.
metal chairs, no
Keurig
wood.
and the grill going down. Yeah, we just may have to quit the lifestyle altogether.
No, you just
Yeah.
keep fixing
Yeah.
them.
Uh-huh. Oh, I think it'd send me into a panic. I might turn it and roll ball up into the fetal position on the floor. Karen will have to make a bonsai run down to the store, get one of the two.
Something.
Yeah, like smelling salts here,
Revive him.
holding a K cup below my nose. Here, it's okay. It's
That would be your smelling salt, the
okay.
K cup.
It's a K cup.
Peel it back just enough to smell it.
Right.
You're alive, Dave.
Okay.
You're alive.
Okay. I'm okay. All right. Do I drink too much coffee? Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Uh,
too funny.
oh. Oh.
Susie Q. She wants to know, Dave, do you ever drink coffee while eating pizza?
Yes. Susie
Anytime.
Q, I drink coffee doing everything. All right.
He gets up in the morning, when he has lunch, when he has dinner, pretty
Pre-
much everything.
Pretty much everything. If I can balance that coffee cup, yeah. Did I just sound
Too
like a
funny.
creeper? Like,
Yeah.
I have a white van.
You went there, didn't you?
Yeah, I just had to go
You
there.
just went there.
They call me sugar and spice.
Susie says TMI. LOL. Definitely.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
just getting worse.
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh my gosh. Okay, need to change subjects.
Well, we're wrapping it up. We're getting pretty close to the end of this one. I think I've embarrassed myself enough. Thank you very much.
Enough.
It's your turn.
Oh gosh.
No, we're really glad that you guys are here. We love hanging out with you guys. And we look forward to the Sunday lives. And if there's any way that's going to happen, we're going to be here and make these things happen. Oh.
Read the comments.
Oh, I have to read it. You can't read it.
I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
If you it would have been some. Oh my God.
Oh my
Oh, another
It would have
coffee
been
creeper.
it would have been so bad if you didn't lean into the camera and wink. That makes it so much worse.
It does.
The coffee creeper
The coffee.
is now officially dubbed the coffee creeper.
Oh yeah.
I love it. You guys are so funny. Oh,
Oh, for God's sakes.
all right. So, okay, back to seriousness.
All right, back to.
Rod B says the dairy-free cheeses are getting better, but not quite there yet. Vicky does an amazing job with many dairy-free alternatives. She's challenged like you, Dave, to make things work. She's
Yep.
challenged like you to make things work.
Yep, and you know what? There is barbecue chicken pizza and taco pizza, and so just
Yeah,
change
other
up,
things you can use.
change
Yeah.
up, and what can you do? And typically, you can find some fantastic stuff to pull up.
Okay, coffee cream.
You're back on the coffee creeper again. Would you guys
Sorry.
don't encourage her? All right.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
What are you?
Dave, you'll have a tough time living that one down. Coffee cream.
Right.
Jim Bertrand said that.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I like it.
All right. The motorcycles are fixed? Question mark.
No, the motorcycles are not fixed yet. We haven't gotten to that project yet.
That's another one of the many projects.
Oh, another one of Dave's
Oh,
many
goodness.
projects. So, like I said, when we get here, I typically get busy, and it really does get hard to knock out videos and try to get everything, so the lives are really fun for us because we can come here and visit with you guys, and I don't have to sit down or Karen sit down and edit for the next 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours to get that video out. So,
It's
um,
automatic.
yeah, we love hanging out with you guys. It's a lot of fun. So, what?
I'm in a mood. Tom and Lori needs a t-shirt, Coffee Creeper, that says, I probably love drugs. Thanks, Tom. I haven't seen that, Tom.
Oh my gosh, you're kind of reading our mind, huh? Nice, Tom. I appreciate that.
Sometimes it's really hard to read comments and keep a straight face. Oh, goodness.
Too much. Too much. Well, we won't. We'll only give you a little hint. We are thinking about a T-shirt. We
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Jim Bertrand. Or, I'd love drugs, but I'm a coffee creeper.
right. I'm too cheap for drugs. All I can afford is a coffee creeper.
Be a coffee creeper. I got some t-shirts to make now.
Right. Oh my
Oh,
gosh. Well,
shoot.
that's gonna, pretty much wrap us up.
All
We
right,
are
guys.
already to an hour. And it goes so fast with you guys. Too much fun.
Oh.
Too much fun.
Yes.
Oh,
Back
what
to
are we?
Kansas.
Just real quick, we've got solar going on the coach. I still have videos to kick out. We need to get back to the ranch in Bend, and we're going to be either at the ranch in Bend or Thousand Trails Sun River. We will be out there after July 4th, but I'm not sure when our next Sunday Live comes up. So,
After that, yeah.
yeah. So, in amongst everything else that we going on, we're definitely getting the Sunday Lives because we love hanging out with you guys. We'd love to just, we like to laugh. That's the big thing.
It's always, this is always fun. It's always
Uh,
fun.
so, great seeing you guys out there. WC RV Adventures. So glad that you guys are here. Jim Bertram, always a pleasure. Rod B, so glad to have you out. Tom and Lori, I don't even know what to say.
Nope.
All right. Yeah.
Definitely.
No.
Nope.
Oh, no, it is great.
Marcy, Kimball,
Miss you guys.
Susie. Eddie was out there too.
Yep.
Thanks for showing up, Eddie.
Yep. Yep. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell right beside, and that'll give you a notification whenever this craziness is going on. That way you'll know and you can be here because we'd love to see you again. We're going to wrap it up. We don't even know what we're doing for dinner tonight, but something tells me it's going to be coffee at the very least.
Coffee related.
All right.
Or I'll have coffee with it.
Right.
That's for you. That's not me.
No, it's so glad to hang out with you guys. We will see you next week unless we kick a video out, and which we did. We recorded one today. It's just a
We
matter of,
saw a great little spot. So
oh my
we'll
gosh, we went to an ore house.
An ore house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was a whorehouse, but
We went to an old structure that had, we heard rumor that might have been an ore house.
brothel.
Brothel, that's a better word.
It was a
Thank
brothel
you.
for the miners. No, we got to kick that video out too now.
Jim Bertrand says, I'll bet Karen is going to be smirking and chuckling at you all week.
She does that anyway. Are you kidding me?
I'll be going, creeper. Creeper.
Now I'm gonna have to listen to. I have to deal with her the rest of the week. Thanks, guys. We're gonna get out of here. We are running way late anyway. You guys have a good week. We will see you out.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yes, hopefully stay away from this stuff. Hopefully all this craziness in the world be over soon. And we'll see you next week,
Love
guys.
y'all.
Love y'all. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Let's see if we can hit. Oh, there we go.
Button.
There, I got the button.